Hey y'all, it's Monday morning, November 3rd, and we welcome you to another edition of This Week at AMG. It's great to have you with us once again. We love to share with you what the Lord is doing around the world through AMG. Today we are going to be hearing from Kaitlyn King. Kaitlyn served for 6.5 months at Upendo Christian School in Uganda with AMG. That facility is a great blessing to the local community and to the country of Uganda. That's where AMG is able to offer an education and also to tell kids about Christ. The kids there come from the local community, and there are also residential students at the school. And God has been using that ministry for that youth in that area in wonderful ways. Kaitlyn went there and served, and God used her in wonderful ways to minister to those kids. But God also worked in her heart while she was there, and she's going to be sharing with us her experience from the Upendo Christian School in Uganda.
Hello, my name is Kaitlyn King, and I'm from Albany, Georgia. I'm 21 years old, and I attend Georgia Southwestern in Americus, Georgia. I was an intern with AMG International, and I spent 6.5 months in Uganda, Africa. I worked at Upendo Christian School, and I did discipleship with the kids. I did counseling with the girls, and I was able to experience something that not many people get to experience. When I graduated high school in 2011, I went to my first trip, short-term trip, for 2 weeks to Uganda, Africa for my first time. And I felt like God was pulling me into a direction of doing something more than just a 2-week trip in Uganda. And so from then on, I prayed about it for 2 years, and God answered prayers, and I raised support and was able to be an intern with AMG in Uganda. My time there was an experience that I could never experience here at home. I was pulled away from my comfort zone. I was away from family and friends. I felt loneliness, but in the midst of this time of being away from home, God really used that to mold me and shape me. And sometimes God takes us into a period of time where He wants to break us down only to build us back up stronger. And while I was there, I worked with kids who have stories that challenged me, stories that broke my heart, and stories that I could never imagine going through. I worked with a girl who is the same age as me. Her name is Maureen. She's 21. And at a young age, she lost her parents, and she only has a sister as a family member. And she has very many physical problems, and she lives a very difficult life. And hearing her story and working with her allowed me to see how God can use me even in a different place other than at home. I also worked with another girl who has HIV, and her family has a history of HIV as well. And seeing and hearing her story encouraged me to be a light to everyone around me. It doesn't matter what I go through or things that I experience, I can still be a light for Christ, even in my own community. And so I encourage you that if you feel like God is calling you to go on a short-term trip, or if you feel like the Lord is calling you to do something out of your comfort zone, don't hesitate to not do it, because God always has a plan for you, and He always wants to build you up stronger in your relationship with Him. When you take a short-term trip somewhere, or you step out of your comfort zone, that's when God can really use you the most, and when God can really build you up to be stronger than you were before. So I encourage you, as an intern of AMG, that taking a step out of your comfort zone and following God wherever He's calling you to go is an awesome experience. Even if you do experience struggles, it's still a very huge blessing in your life, and you could go further in your walk with Christ and to many places to follow God. And I encourage you to take that time to really trust Him and follow Him wherever He has you to go. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed hearing from Kaitlyn. God uses short-term mission trips and internships in wonderful ways. They have an impact for the people in the field and also for the individuals who participate. If you are interested about becoming part of a short-term mission trip or going on an internship with AMG somewhere around the world, please contact us by phone or go on our website at www.amginternational.org and ask for more information. Well, that's it for this week, and we hope to see you next week at This Week at AMG.